beto. Dial short code *426*6#. Our all network. Follow prompt no. Na choose so lucky box. Na resike ehwem no. Ni nyina ya wo dia. You bet me the 500,000 Ghana cedis. Ane 5 billion. Siano sisa sanshi shei. NL Ajiatun. Our Caritas lottery platform so. Mshishaka crowd.
I love the colorful clothes she wears.
Nipa baako pɛ ɛna pam adeɛ hyɛ wo a obia nhyia wo a wɔsan hwɛ obie mu ɔnoa ne bafo polo no wɔasua nkasa ɛna ɔde nimdeɛ no nso yɛ adwuma ɛnti sɛ ɔdwidwi style ɛto hɔ a ɛda hɔ a na ɛhome bafo polo no ɔde Africa print textiles ɛna pam na deɛ biara ɛnti ɔpam Africa print polo shirts, round neck shirts, golf shirts, v-neck shirts ɛne pii ɔpam atufoɔ bɛtu kɔgu wɔn stores ɛne boutiques ɛnti sɛ wo so wonyɛ adwuma a bɛtu bi kɔtɔn na ɔnte so ma churches, fan clubs, schools, unions, any a group here. We hear the drama. Every man members no, any students no. Numra, one so mope Friday wear. Every man workers, Buffy Polo, came our gold package, a silver package, and a bronze. Or yet delivery. Echo Momo Fanaba Bia. Buffy Polo and Tadeno so yes, Echo Bia. Now a Pamama, any mama Buffy Polo, and will Kumasa in Marco Cobain, Santasi Mabuasa Quanaso. Telephone 0249 600-789 and 0599-899-919 and our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and so you're at Bafu Polo. Me say, so we say Bafu Polo dear. Oh, and you're now in session.
Wow, abon nonkron apa won sema aduana wotwe afi na brasan so se ene Jordan opeye betna se live on Sompa TV, live on Sompa 93.1 FM, live on Sompa 93.1 FM on Facebook ya san betna se bio ya de agudie won sema ya to ne din full time ene bra ofidi samre ko se dumie no bebo mo be kan won agudie won sema ya boa no ye mam ne nkofo krosu die nyina no ya de won sem e de ato anim e wodwumadie so ye ba be kwam no ne ya de foreign news ma yetiefo na no pe na UEFA Champions League na nwumene na anadwi match se todwa ho nsensem ina no ye de bansama do managers na any players na kind of big games a ba so na anadwi ina no ye ba be more stories o sansema ba na no pe woni ina na no pe betena se a ye de nsema be wo Manchester United nsem ban ana chief executive officer at the Ineos group our Manchester United bobo komi nsem ban opanya fence Sir Jim Ratcliffe kazansem ina no yaboa no aede ba odwumade so lame yama latest wa ha afi bonsa game omo ba na anadwe abra omo ene Benfica eboni ina no abronte fence Gavi etima return ene likely say obesi academy bansa we ene afufuro pi yaboa no aede free amano ne eba odwumade so beba fi ntempazo ensam ne yemo wo fi unze weekend Ghana Premier League matches course no na esefata se game ba kutimi koso na sa game a ekoso eno ani na na game samata se ni nso atrema boye ye de ho nsensem eba wodwumade so anya agro na se abra na nso atrema fo ball ni wi omude o mani che nso atre ni na no omonam kwan so ba nsem ado ageze esi o kwan so ni no ye de ho nsensem eba wodwumade so Kumasi Asante Kodoko Regional Circle Chairman European Friends Alex Menu no pay woni e di nkomo exclusively nsem worker ahead of game Kumasi Asante Kodoko ni second 11 white edi boni ewo MTN FA Cup round of 16 ni na no ye de ho nsensem ebeba wodwumade se ne nsama do ayaboa no aede ba wodwumade so efrem Cinco Di Mario yes Mr. Work Orlando na ve Bobby Firmino ana mo sensem no manano pay ya betena se ede ba na ye wi se Prince betena se na ya hwensem no sanso na Philip Kobna nkum so bi na wa ana ya betena se na no pay ye de nsem na babra no pay latest intelligence ana fe Jeffrey Asare the apostle wo mo support and none of us say na yam fan samram ya catch them say yeah live on Facebook or Facebook no search for Sompa FM 93.1 FM on Facebook Sompa 93.1 FM on Facebook like a page and for comment to or share as many times our person share remember na ma back come messages in kama pa edia mama live on Facebook Sompa 93.1 FM like a page for comment to or share as many times or person share remember na ma be kama pa edia mama if you are ready we are more than ready and then someone banamum kwancha de fe ye diska na ye na de tene say betway cash out of another so course amanfo enjoy pa na de tie nie onso bu an betting slip no wa pa na say wo slip no wa sa na say ebia we teams awatwa na amanfo no cheze ugusu wini aka be 2-3 teams big na cheze uya wini but sa 3 teams aka no wonya sure say adiwe no ebia cheze ubetima wini antempa so na where you sika na antempa so na be a usika utwa no ubenya value for money na nkonko ba say sika na utwa no unya kapre bakranti abetwe cash out of an hold man say ebia o slip ni e be 10 1 ade na obe 8 teams bia na 9 teams bia ba na wanya kan akwanya say ubetimi so aye cash out no wanya usika na ntempa so aya no waye na ntem na bibia e fa se na be a won so usika na nkonko say na kakra wo to so no wonsan so atima kana kama maka jose say adwumadie we no wonya 18 years a untimi emfa ho nhim nam say eye mpanyifo agura ye kan for that want bet we cash out of arbomade a say odu ho bagim na bibia no enso atima koe kama pa enso ngadiama woni de tie enso ne setame ba me cha no odwa so na sa time ba me cha na me kan for dia ma say draw we no obi a nanu mato ontimi ne di onum bia na ho ato no malaria fever hawa onum bia malaria ne buban afa waposo wona mina ya oya wona ngom time ba me hye bia ho betima to ma ho so natima ayo kama no watima ko nyuma so ko badwuma na bibia so atima afa de ma time ba me hye capsules no so de tin say ya na rashes age private pass wa boso wonya bi no ma chese sansan ni na no asie tu kama de ma sanso immune system support ebo support to immune system no na timi so aboa ko atia yarewa ama ho atima to wa sanso general well-being association nipadua no ama jese debia nipadua no nya hoden ama bia nso timi fan edema na de tie enso ne so man ba bia to bibiduro bia no obetimi anya bia to 0244 417669 0244417669 fra ni ajus na bibia ay kama adiama na de tie and say Joycam Roofing Company Limited wo ana obomodin padu ani achenam say ono eba ne say roofing sheet obi ajo matum sampa omudie no ena papa ope ibia ope self-lock ope MSL ope standard sheet na ni na bi wo ope euro tiles ani ho accessories ni de say always in kanina no obetimi anya bi ato agese nya asem kotokura na de chene say roofing sheet no ana wo de bo down so masa apita mpinsu oto mframa fo awie board chese ejina na so pampe ya chese enya asem kotokura enwi na achide bi ejina na so 247 agese oto a onto sika ngukura na de tie enso ngane so mem hade ya branches no do so pa akra kasoa afi Kumasi Techiman sunyane tamale boga wa na de chene say Kumasi de ya Sokoban Ampami opposite police station no 0540 125816 0551 005000 fra ni ajus ne bibia ay kama ediama na de tie enso ne se Tabita clinic ho ana obomodin pa na udu ani akire ho na bibia e fa na ona makade a cho se udu Tabita clinic a chese diabetes na ha wo prostate anaze infections amesira ho wo de chese ye dwumade a edia no nti wo de san diabetes prostate ne infections ne kwa na ye tuase atene tede ama na bibia no enso na e fine pa de amfidie guo and just say yade bia ne udi asie bia no kwa na ye tuase kama pa adiama wa enya agwakwa no ye Tabita clinic asem ana make na de tie enso ane se o de no se na sitie o odwonso ntentema na anase bia liver and kidney problem na wo anase bia ulcer na ha wo mepacho bema wa emre wo mpam wo sisi ya wo ya mepacho ni na no Tabita clinic ho ana ngudu ani chene bibia no ay kama pa de ma na me mfon to des Kumasi de wa hojo da ban Cindy Junction ho ne wo ofre 0260196219 0260196219 ofrane ajos na de tin se ye adwuma fiti anopa nonson ekosi anwumre no nan eno Tabita clinic no na de tin se o bomoden pa na wodi wani ache Gengimet dental clinic ho ana makade acho se ho no de wo se hu dwuma nko an ye die ento wo se ne minim de ha wo ne mom se ne wo se na asia ni nyina no ana chesi titi na yetu ya kama pa diama wo na osine tua mbacho ebe replace ne kama pa enso na diama na ebe isi no na yesiesie sine kama pa jese nduane awodu awadia eno akeka ka osine mu ni na no me bacho ye ne kama pa diama na osine na time sine dadam na atime bonompem kama pa enso na diama obuwa ne se no chese aye yellowish ha adwiye pobua am 7 previous okasagu so na pampa efi na numba na na no wade ni na no kwa me ba cho e besiesie wanum kama pa enso na de ma na wo se no ai fite po bu and se no open gold and as silver crown ni na no Gengimet dental clinic go ana de se ngomudi se adwuma na kama pa enso na de ma wo kuma se wo mu awa abrepo junction behind total filling station no me ba cho tachima so bacho Techima magazine awon ye wo na odu Techima magazine wa me bacho enu ye Techima market kwano so ye wo Accra so de tin se ye onungwa atomic down ana Kofoduan so ya adjacent police station no ana fe Takraden so no me bacho pipe no traffic wo off Tadisco junction ho ana be Gengimet dental clinic enya sem goto kromo ina no ana jesa ana no promoter ye che betena se ya de foreign news sama ye tiefo ana no pre live on Sompa TV live on Sompa 93.1 FM on your radio na fe live on Sompa 93.1 FM on Facebook anu bie kwa na no pay latest amanonin 7 na no ye dem na nso ema ye tiefo na no pay e wo dwumade so anya sam kotokra na mami fon to this na nwumre na fe na na UEFA Champions League no on some round of 16 the second leg matches no enso e todwa anya sam kotokra na games e todwa na nwumre abrando no mabapa o semadio na nu no mami fon to this football club Barcelona enso ngane Benfica enabo on the first leg enso ngane koso e Stadio da Luz e Portugal but the team say Barcelona enso kwachi Benfica team no enso makaba ko omantimanti na mami fon to this ebo 8 pm there say 3 matches e toda Inter Milan boboko no omonso ngabo Feyenoord enye game kuto akwa na de tie enso ngane sa first leg no omonso de tin say Inter team no e kwasha kami no Feyenoord team no omonso ngantimanti Ben Leverkusen team no enso ene Bamunchi na ebo first leg no omonso Bamunchi team no kwasha makami enza omonso ngantimanti mami fon to this enana juko piemo Anfield Liverpool team no omonso ngane Paris Saint-Germain ebo on the first leg course Parc des Princes the team say Paris Saint-Germain team ama Liverpool team no enso kwasha makaba komantimanti enim say na big game ebe koso ewo Anfield ni na no ye de hunsemi na no ebe team so ngadi atodwa ade matefu odwumade no so mamenka o sempo no the side of big game todwa enana dwe abra team France Liverpool almost na ton side for Paris Saint-Germain ni na no Liverpool manager o France na slot ne di nkomope ama chesem wachirechirem so ya we woni team France Paris Saint-Germain se no musitia ana fe manager France Luis Enrique Martinez Garcia Lucho wo mum nanim how determined had say Paris Saint-Germain team no wo mum so aya abra wo mum so na Liverpool team ne de bu na enana dwe na ogide pass aya game ese na boys remaining focus anya sam kuto Corinthians ma Liverpool manager ye France ana slot ahead of game wo no Paris Saint-Germain ebo enana jiwo Anfield no manager no ade to yanim
and we'll so all very good teams. But what I do agree with Luis Enrique that we are a team, Paris Saint-Germain are a team, and 3 or 4 others that are good enough to reach the final. But because it's only 2 games, luck and bad luck can be decisive as well. It's difficult to say, but both teams are good enough to reach the final. Let's put it that way.
And do you really think that they have nothing to lose, or is that a bit of mind games?
They have a game of football to lose, and we as well. So I do think both they've been in this stage of the tournament for many years now. I think last season they reached the semi-final. We were not even at this stage last season in the Champions League, and the season before this was the round where we were knocked out.
Yes, I know in some Liverpool manager run fence and I saw the two anima didn't accept my for another and so you made some good Quanina. I a big game to Janana Jabra, Liverpool Timono, and Paris Saint Germain did Buanya some good Quana pay. You don't some at the moment, the Tenisa, a Brampton fence, Diogo Jota, where a striker, and some the man Liverpool Timono, one on sweating Comopedia for game and another Liverpool, any Paris Saint Germain airborne. Enya Corinthians sama Liverpool striker your friend said Diogo Jota waka for game among Paris Saint Germain airborne.
That step that gets you to your best level.
You never know. That's football. I don't play alone. This is not an individual sport, so there's a lot of things things that you can't control yourself. But one thing you can, that to give your best, and like I said, that's always what I do on the pitch.
We're also seeing Mo on course for possibly the greatest individual season in the Premier League.
I think at the moment people almost stop counting, because it's like, it's just doing incredible things, and in the end we'll just see the final numbers, because like you said, it's for sure the player I played at least with the biggest season, and it's like the difference is so big that it's like, let's see the final numbers. Obviously that helps us a lot. Because we know we can rely on him to do a lot of things, create chances, either scoring or assisting, and obviously it's good to have a player like that in the team.
And you
Yes, I know. I mean, some Liverpool striker friends said Diogo Jota did two anima, and I know pay doing somebody to the Matthew for Jimenez Sanina, and so a big game to the Nana Jua Anfield, about Liverpool, and in Paris Saint Germain, boy, don't want some no, and to the Matthew for Jimenez. So, Louis Enrique, a manager, the Paris Saint Germain, ahead of big game, and the only Liverpool, on the first leg, I told you, Parino, Omulusu, by one go to Nelanya Grogra, now Orana didn't come on ahead of game. Manadri, Womuni Liverpool, Eboyente Sema, Louis Enrique, Ediatudja.
Al día siguiente hemos preparado el partido de Rennes y bueno, hoy haremos el entrenamiento, mañana hablaremos del partido, de qué tipo de partido entendemos que puede ocurrir, y no cambia demasiado nuestro planteamiento. En este caso, independientemente del resultado, que hubiera sido otro, no habría cambiado nuestra manera de preparar este partido. Pero lo que sí es cierto es que ahora nosotros estamos eliminados con este resultado, con lo cual solo nos queda una opción, que es salir a ganar, que era lo que íbamos a hacer, aunque el resultado hubiera sido otro.
Yes, I know some Paris Saint Germain manager friends Louis Enrique did two anima. You don't some of them or GDA passer or Bianum no ball our Amforda or win him how difficult our Amfor ground now or GDA passer. There's a place in the answer almost very many focus and another now or GDA passer and now our Amford no or him say a game on bet my day Adama 2 teams here and or GDA passer as in the place and remaining focus at the answer. There's a Paris Saint Germain manager. Owen Francis Louis Enrique dia tu ene na pai ya don sam na de tuja na Visa Kvaratskhelia player Adama Paris Saint Germain no so kasa abra big game na to dia na di ewo Anfield yentien.
First of all, I want to say that the chances are, I think, 50-50, because I think to dominate against Liverpool is not easy, and we did it. We play very well. I think we show great football, and for me, tomorrow the game will be 50-50. We just have to concentrate about our game and to be confident, to show them that we are here just to win.
Yes, I know, and in some Paris Saint-Germain attack Visa Kvaratskhelia. Editu ya nimeanana pa doing somebody to ya. Adimatia for Jumadia Sarina ne Diepa. Na mamin fan to desa Barcelona. Ansan namu game amune Benfica Ebono na 50-50 say amome Frida. Ye fansa Gavi ebe available for selection and na mamin fan to desa no enyume training na. Adesa Barca team ye ni na no. Abante fansa Gavi ye team training diatia and sa no pay Barca America no etmuso na mabwana medical green light anu confirm say enanyumre game Barcelona anytime fence Benfica ebono owe fence sans flick betmuso isu boya ye fence Gavi na no pay distance no ade tudere matie for jumade so ni na no enso die todu na no pay ye de wonsam na de mamo na ye kobu sans flick o manager enso na de mabonsa timne sa abrantie fence Rafinha as this season performance ni so ni yepa amadudo na kwa answer Ballon d'Or ni a pleasure almost standing pole positions almost sutimika this season answer Rafinha man for Bonedina o manager no say na o career found and I say Ojide pass abante fasa Rafinha this season o ye serious candidate at the Ballon d'Or no na Ojide pass say and Rafinha betima kozo amana performance na ya dia Ojide pass boni jinayeza afi Ballon d'Or no ni nsabeti makani ya sama Hans Flick kwa manager enso ngade mabonsa team no ono so dia to dia na no pede sansam no ade to dia Matthew for dwumadie so ni na no enso ngade to dia na breaking news to dia sesia enso sa Pogba labile enso sa 18-month doping banner wetim sunya ni na no enne ana ban no enso ngati mabawie na dia tin se onse na say na Pogba enso ngane Messi team ye fansa Inter Miami omuguso aje so omu ye tenanya sam kutu akra and the Samria Pogba ne bano enso ngatima bawe ni na no ye kanse bia Pogba ebetu so nanya tima ni manini ase na bia bano bakwa kwasi akana mpono bibia so tima kwe enso ngadema Pogba e de sansam no e de tujere Matthew for dwumadie so ni na no enso na die toja na Freddie Ljungberg a former player enso ngadema Arsenal boboko no ana dia tuda sasa no wo ye abrantia ye fanasa Martin Odegaard anasa ebia Bukayo Saka anka efiti samredi kono obetimu so natime a plan for the future namsa oya bola abrantie fanasa empono ayan abrantie fanasa Bukayo Saka anafe Martin Odegaard ebo enso dem Arsenal bedie pasa obetimu so naji major trophy na Ojide pasa sanka ono NSA 2 players na anka cheze season wende na cheze omantimanje major trophy bia anko betimaje team no diako namsa Ojide pasa sa 2 players no abrantia ye fansa Martin Odegaard ana fe Bukayo Saka no Ojide pasa sa 2 players no bola omobo no for tempo no o metim so nanya trophy ewo Arsenal boboko no Ojide pasa sa abrantia fansa Martin Odegaard no ana fe Bukayo Saka de ewo behia pasa sa season wende no mantimanje major trophy bi anfama Arsenal as sa 2 players no omo so down money difference na eni eso pania ye fansa Freddie Ljungberg no former player edma Arsenal boboko no ono so dia to de na no pai ye de sansamadi to dia enso na de batie for dwumadie so di na no enso die to dia onu se adesa bra general transfer no ni bia ana Antonio ye player edma Manchester United boboko no ono so na dana ni kopie mo ewo tima efone sa Roberts ewo La Liga no kosi akan enso de mamna ansana abrantie efone sam nampo no Anthony kosi akan edma Roberts boboko no ewo La Liga na de tie enso na me sa okola Liga league table no so na Roberts boboko no na omoto so duba ko ewo La Liga league table no so Anthony koye no ne bonu betima so ani wan shagua wotimi make access edma Roberts boboko no ne monu betima boa ama Roberts boboko no omo so na for 11 position wo akoko promo ewo 6 position wo mete sem no pania ye fansa Manuel Pellegrini eye do betim bia se na bia sa ne London ne bana wie ya wo metim so na brand no ne London no wo metim so permanent no no to so sia kan enso ngade ma Roberts boboko no ewo Stadio Benito Villamarín no eno no pede sansam no ade to de Matthew for dwumadie so ni na no enso na diaba ne nya report sa Tottenham team no enso na consider sa openye fansa Ange Postecoglou oni manager ade ma Tottenham boboko no se na performance ne be kwadia season and dia wo metim so na manager no kwan wo mu jide person no enso for Europa League in the first leg almost AZ Akmal boy no almost 1-0 almost say there's a second leg no and some let me baso and Tottenham Stadium na omanya good result manager no bet majana kwa no pay ya de sansa mari tuga and some let me team for jumade so mama me Lami Yama a player edima bounce bobo kono Lami Yama si amfan tuga say obona ma me abaso wodana ma me se panam say there say unya challenges na ma me team for mo tesa wetimi abono na ono Lami Yama no wetimi bedu samre no o se abra wo so no tesa nkwada abra mo anhye da nya nije bia akoda bia so wo betimi anya na ojide pasa no wetimi aboa no amwetimi so asua de na mom wojide pasa mo na ma media aboa ni na no ono Lami Yama na ni so etima je huye panu yasema Lami Yama so mmedi atuda eno no pedi sansam no ede tude ma tefo adwumade no so na ma me mfan tude se Galatasaray boboko no on se Victor Osimhen enso na Bolon ede ma boboko no nyame aduma entena ne loan spend ebe na wi abra season no ebe tumi so ebe na wi metese anka Galatasaray tumi be pese anka be ne loan di ne be na wi ya wo metu so na permanent ne loan di no nanka brante fese Victor Osimhen atokoso enso Messi akanuma Galatasaray boboko no pay de meeting se ni sika se no ya dia wo suye pante bed ye pase se ne loan di ne be na wi ya wo metu so na permanent ne ti no ama brante fese Victor Osimhen enso atokoso ese kai edema Galatasaray boboko no enwo Turkey league ne manano pay ede sansam ne to de matefo dwumade so ni na no enso na de bansam no dos ne mom ebe ne de adwuma ebe gina so de asi ha na abadwafo betena se ne mpo no omo so na tema hwensem kakrakra enso na de mabra se prince ne abrante France Filippo omo so atena se ebe hwensem ne mom de tinisa obo Heba and Medical Research Center and ngobo modern padu ani akire na yade bia chese ni odi ahie no yetim so ngama odro ama ho atima towo wakoma no bon tentem afako na yebetu ahye kama pa enso nga diama me pacho hunam oposo ya anase bia wo shoulder ho ana bia wo corner ya ya onsa na wona tayo tititi high blood pressure ni ade hawa wodo ani kire obo Heba Medical Research Center na yetim so ngama wadro ama nwatima to na bibia no anso atima fa abra ya kanfo preka se powder na diama wo se duro na unya bia wakoma bon tenta monsa no na ya eye otititi ni ade me pa chom na bia wo fa from onase atata ya unya bi no abetimi so na boa wo eye immune system support aboa wo ama je se immune system na timanya wode mapa ama bibia so atima fa unya preka se powder ni bi no ma omoja na timi so na di afrisane ye e woni paduo no bibia no enso timi kama pa de ma na odin ban bitters no we bitters won waso a wonya bi ebeboa ye pam bia no enso ngati man fine bema we mre wo mpama wonya bi no ebeboa wo sisi ye ebeboa kama na bibia so ngati man fa ban so wonya bi no ma chese wo kwa fichida emoja ne betima flow kama pa na bibia so etima fa bema utimi gina na so bo adwuma ama bibia so etima fa ni odin ban bitters a ye kan fom ngadi amobia enya grokwa na ma me fon to the so adro we no ukohwa chese obo Heba Medical Research Center wa ubetimi so nya bia to na bibia no etima fa sanso no man bibia to bibidro bia no ubetimi so nya bia to na bibia no enso etima kama pa enso nya de kumase ya wa do dumanu chese enya grokura na nkuransa so de etinse on headquarters no adeshman of Adura Road enya samkoto akura obomadian 0249 761508 0249 761508 0550 1914 and 15 na ya juice na bibia ay kama de amount 0257 472506 0257 472506 ofra na enchiremu aburu medie so no na wonsan so atima fine na wugya bi enu no ma na bibia no enso atima fine to mu na be so yesen a yede empapa mu na eba yes Prince Atenase Sir Prince Akwaba
single
But in BBI I find it.
Actually, I'm putting a couple of dollars.
Okay. Yeah, I'm anonymous. Oh, 15 minutes.
Okay, good. And then UEFA Champions League second leg encounters no ebet me abaso. And I open in the first leg no acquire games ni be fast so called and you and I could frankly say games ni be honma over. Games ni be honma over. Though say second leg are yet to be played. But in a game like Bayern Munich, any Bayer Leverkusen game no, I strongly feel so with the results happening in the first leg, no, there is not going to be a way for Boko from Bayer Leverkusen to come back and then have a revenge in this game against Bayern Munich because the first leg now, it was Papa Efreno, Xabi Alonso, or no one can shooting himself in the fourth because the starting lineup or the room in the first leg now, you and I, frankly, we saw say there is no way that Bayer Leverkusen setup is going to win. Especially when he was going in a game and on the records in the last 6 games a favor by Leverkusen. So he should have gone. He could have gone in the game or on the front foot. No, it's me in the game, no. But then he went into the game trying to dominate the game entirely. Say Beya obey that kind of possessive football no winning. But on the day no and me happy and farmer no because to play Adli together with Jeremy Frimpong up against Kim Min-jae, Dai Upamecano, though this season in the UEFA Champions League, they haven't given out the best of forms, and I said the best of performances. But Adli, Jeremy Frimpong, on any day, isn't going to be able to penetrate the back line of Bayern Munich. Because on that day, Sine said Florence Vest wasn't there, and then Nenso and they said Abrante friend Florence Vest, Ebebobi. So clearly you feel say in the first leg a kwanya game nisi ende there is not going to be any way for Bobukwa from Bayer Leverkusen to come back and have a revenge against Bayern Munich. Mimi problem kakrano papa your friend is Xabi Alonso. You see Xabi Alonso is the man tipped to replace Carlo Ancelotti at Real Madrid. He is the man tipped to replace Carlo Ancelotti at Real Madrid. We all see Madrid now. They are having the best of players in the world. The best of players in the world. The goalkeeping side, but the best 2 goalkeepers in the world. You cannot do away with Thibaut Courtois. So about the best 2 goalkeepers in the world right now, Thibaut Courtois would either be 1 or 2. The comparison is between him and then Alisson Becker. One of the best defenders in the world right now is Antonio Rudiger. And he is part of the Madrid setup. If you move to the midfield, one of the best midfielders in the world right now is Abrante Fred Jude Bellingham. And 2 of the best attackers in the world right now, Kylian Mbappe and then Vinicius Jr. Madrid, someone obetimi represent you in all the departments of the game. The goalkeeping, the defense, the midfield, and the attack. And it's already the kind of ego say Kuta days boys no. And how Madrid team no omunim. Adia a friend say we are giving someone the chance. Omunim sadia no. They want instant impact. And no any idea Madrid for here. And looking at how Xabi Alonso the first season now and I said the season now they by Leverkusen it will go unbeaten in the Bundesliga, winning the Bundesliga no. He performed extremely well. Everybody who said there be performance no they manage there. Clearly he will be someone who will take over Madrid will bet me a Juma. But per this season what we are seeing, it seems more of a sort like on and yet decisive when the squad. The first season, I worked perfectly for him. Time I know rotating the squad, they be bring so Obekaya, and then or the way Bokaka, their channel was system do you have a Bokaka into the midfield, or you see Palacios, or you see Granit Xhaka, or you see a lot of players. I mean, at the moon, I know you saw me in the midfield, Florian Wirtz, always no interchange the players. And we keep perfectly for him. The left back, a woman appearing in Capi, Abubakar, a woman, Abrante Fernandez Grimaldo, you see, always Nathan Teller and Jeremy Frimpong. No more interchange, make us a play, and we keep perfectly for him. But to coach in a team like Madrid, they don't have time for you to be doing that kind of rotation, on make us more often. They want a stable team, a team that can compete and compete to win. And it's already acquired Xabi Alonso and Niema. And so free in the Champions League against Bayern Munich. Let's not forget Bayern Munich already is running away with the Bundesliga title. Then it means Papa Efreno, Xabi Alonso, the likelihood of winning a trophy this season after a stellar performance with Bayer Leverkusen last season. The only chance of winning a trophy ever the DB Poker. You get the whole point here. So and then he would have something to prove. but yet ono ankasa no issue to ne ho in the first leg game no aba be den dia no. So in this game I don't see a way out for Bayer Leverkusen, and if it goes that way I think say it will go a long way to the step Abrantia ye friend Xabi Alonso as a whole, not Bayer Leverkusen as a whole, because they will be content with the kind of results Xabi Alonso no. But moving forward Xabi Alonso will be greatly affected, and that is what I am looking at. In the game I clearly feel Bayer Leverkusen are already out. I don't see a way out for them. Now let's go to the Barcelona Benfica game. It's a video near ready. Now when they are talking say, you see, this is a game. I feel say injuries. Person who has say man make us say I think say injuries is one particular thing. I pause video no. Aha, Bobo from Benfica in this encounter against Barcelona. In the first leg, we saw Alexander Ba, one of the most integral part of the defense for Benfica, out of the game. In the midfield, their most integral part of the midfield, Florentino Luis, he was out of the game. And in attack, the most integral part of the attack, player ultimately snatch clutch moment in the shape of Angel Di Maria. We've seen him do it over and over and over again, even with the Argentina national team. And in such moments, Di Maria, whenever he's there, he will make sure he proves something. He does something for the team, or he out. In the first leg, ACA. In the second leg, it is the same thing. And these are the players who are out in the second leg. First leg, no, now Branty a friend Alvaro Carreras, he wasn't part. In the second leg, Alexander Ba is out, Matheus Silva is out, Angel Di Maria is out, and now Branty a friend Alvaro Carreras as Ababekahu. And it is going to go a long way to disturb Boboko from Benfica. On the other side, my video non to us. So where Barcelona side now, players no be injured, no disrespect to Barcelona. But so we share my video no, very good. So here Barcelona Diana, yes sure DB. Marc-Andre ter Stegen is out. Andres Christensen is out. Marc Bernal is out. Paul Kubasi is out. But you must say, Andres Christensen, is he an integral part of the team? No. Abrante friend Marc Bernal, we could have said he was a player who was destined to be an integral part this season. But about 3 games, and an injury, so he is not part of the team. An integral part, no. Minim so the mention here. Senku by this time, Kalbet Miaka said he is an integral part of the team. But because of injury, now the only 2 players have Barcelona no, Marc-Andre ter Stegen and then Paul Kubasi. Be you say Vojek says ni enema oyeno. You and I, you must say Barcelona fans no, are they not satisfied with the performance now? Are they missing Marc-Andre ter Stegen that much? Not to say he isn't an integral part, but with the stellar performance, Vojek says ni apeke in recent games at Barcelona no, they are not missing out on Papa, your friend Marc-Andre ter Stegen, the absence ni Bibri, and then Paul Kubasi is say out no. It is going to go a long way to disturb them. But let's not forget, it was a Branty a friend Oda Darauhu, and Odi can build that kind of solid partnership and he is going to be the one replacing Paul Kubasi. So in a way, Paul Kubasi now why the main man at the back for Hansi Flick, Barcelona, no, he is not going to be there. But in another way, there is going to be also a player also filling in that spot perfectly in the shape of Ronald Araujo. And to show Barcelona the injuries in Shadow movie. Now let's continue with the video. Make can say me injuries no. Ebema Branty a friend and Alvaro Carreras. My video non twice in the DB. Alvaro Carreras is going to be missing from this game, and Swahia. It is going to go a long way to the step Bobukwa from Benfica. It is why the 2 places are they integral and I'm a circle friend Luis Dabre and Abrante FN Alvaro Carreras and Dabreno Barrero and Samuel Dahl and I shame for these 2 players. My video non stop in the debut I say my name stop here. So here Carreras wapra ekwatananche the left back for Benfica. All free Mama Samuel Dahl ababesha honum na a major blow to the team. This is the 2 players no. Or more comparison in terms of statistics. The first one Carreras, and the second one Branty friend Samuel Dahl. As a left back, what does your team expect from you? To be able to defend well and also offend very well when you are on the offense. Also to me provide the assist, making crosses and line breaking passes. Let me put it that way. Line breaking passes via Oku anima betimi dia more attackers no. And Abrante friend Alvaro Carreras no. No timi enimi enu nyina yie. Otimi defend the wall, otimi ko nanim yie. And why onone de na di kan no. Look at the defensive action. Ne map ne teke. area around 69%. But on the same side, all the bad Samuoda the defensive action, the percentage look at it. Only 20% quite in terms of defense. But this is going to be a player or as the left back. So what does it tell you? On to mean defending here. The major attribute is going forward as the left back or no, it's either left back or left midfield and wobble. Who do it here? Now my video known to us. The major attribute is going forward. Now so man to us we all know say Barcelona and so the best place or more attacking very well from the left side of the attack. Person wa Hanesha Barca attack no. This season in the Champions League, players or matching most goals for Barcelona, Rafinha, Robert Lewandowski and then Ferran Torres. You must say Rafinha. Most of the goals now watch no. Though say Lamine Yamal game ni be Rafinha operates from the left side. On the match channel. But most of the goals now watching. Where does it come from? If we baby na Abranti Efeno, Lamine Yamal etejina no. E hona Rafinha share most goals ne Eddie free. And so in games Bobo Kwaye from Barcelona Hansi Flick Emma Rafinha that kind of air freedom to operate. And you want to or that left side. But no akwa kan Abranti Efeno Lamine Yamal up top. Not always or more cause overload that side. And if they are going to cause that overload, or more a players or more go in every one of them, the chances they create all comes from there. Or more assist or my the why I can say Rafinha, why 4 assists. The next person is Julius Koundé. Julius Koundé born Hefa or born number 2 on the wine and number Lamine Yamal. So almost Barcelona attack if you one side neighbor and that side into a free banner and once in the same side and ne Abrante FN Avaro Carreras ne be mese ama Samuodal ababesha honom. And Samuoda he doesn't know how to defend. Need the any attacking. And you hear in this game, Abekas now Benfica for they need to attack because they need to score. But let's not forget they are going to come up against a side who does scores for fun. It is a awkward in Bebradi and the basic worchi. Lamine Yamal will slot in behind Abrante FN Daniel Mo slot in behind Abrante FN Lewandowski and all these players will try to attack from there, and it is going to go a long way to the step. Bobukwa, my video non to us. You're from Benfica. So Osha these things now make one it will go a long way. Not much now. Abrante FN Samuel down the kind of way I will see attack in Tiano. So I are always so you're on the offense and we're very good into any video that's not time be our attack there. Frankly speaking, if Barcelona 4 are not careful with him when he's attacking obet me I see a problem. But on the other side, we've seen Barcelona defending very well. Julius Koundé always he's been reliable for Barcelona Bobo Kuno. And in the attack no Shadan Habasa Bebre because they will be able to defend against Benfica team. Even in the first leg when they got that red card, Paul Kubas, one of the integral centre backs, who did red card they were able to navigate their way through. Enti eneno enye Benfica attack na be hard enti Abrante friend somewhere down or kwa nanima the attack ni nyina is very dangerous, but then Barcelona will be able to withstand it. On the other side omo withstand and Barcelona so be far on better a win against Benfica. Enti ene papa friend Bruno Lage on the boys I don't see a way out for them, just like me can say me who a way out for Bayer Leverkusen. The same thing applies to Bobokwa. You're from Benfica. I don't see a way out for them. Barcelona is going to go all the way through to win this game. Last one, let me deviate. Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool near Bonne. Let me tell you something. The first leg, Obianim said the best team was clearly Paris Saint-Germain. Listen, not the winning team. The best team was clearly Paris Saint-Germain. The best team, they dominated the game from the first minute to the 90th minute. Yemi aware. Obligatory game be testify to it. Omu dominated game no. Adeba kwa ne integral in the first leg ni ma menchre. Papa friend Luis Enrique Adiebi. Amanfo adwan so. Also about 3 midfielders. 3 midfielders na obo no o make sure so obema Abrante FM Vitinha and Joao Neves. Aya those kind of players they will be operating the box to box. Omoko omenim no omaba, but always they make sure they are having the possession, they are countering, and I say they are pressing the opponent. Say be want me mobile ni bebre. And if Joao Neves any Vitinha and omo hip map netos on the Adiebi. Omo making sure so always for Joao Neves ne Vitinha hit map no. Always that is it. Joao Neves ne di kan Vitinha netos mi no. But omo hit map. And come mienu so no anka especially Vitinha na kwa na bobo defensive. But when the hit map ono na ye on the attacker or the ball no bebre e kwa na enti game ne chance na papa efe Luis Enrique unleash the boys ne say more attack bebre more attack a ebeboa ma abrante efe Zobos like ne Jota omo ntimi more manim and when they do not come forward it creates space for Boboku a your form PSG said Dembele any Kivicha ebe free or the no so to near the area time na so or the Kivicha the to so ne Dembele who say clearly because of the movement these two players ne my no o say Kivicha na Dembele na about the first number na omienu they were interchanging it is all omunya no omumura boss nim kese but because of the pressure na for Vitina and Joao Neves edema Liverpool attack no enti na omutimi nya that freedom and then it is going to be difficult. But I feel say with the kind of character died even in the first leg where Liverpool are you know. I feel at Anfield it is going to be the same thing. Liverpool slightly or more on top in this game.
So Prince me dase pa Philip Kwabena Nkumsa oponi akaba. Bibia fine onzo.
Yes,
Yes. Yem ha no ne kakre.
Let's start you off with Liverpool ni Paris Saint-Germain game na etudwano. Na me pese the experiments na Sir Prince here no me pese omonfa the same experiment into suma me the heat map of Vitinha and our Brenti friend Joao Neves no onfa into suma me na memfa and on starting the analogy now Paris Saint-Germain manager friend Luis Enrique obeka first leg no me the kasem bi ofia say one of the teams omoye hugely underrated in Europe Paris Saint-Germain. And I gave instances why a Paris Saint-Germain team no should be feared than any team as I speak in Europe. And the reasons one, there are no prima donnas. Omo fees almost to club no any team no more. And the coach no crack team no I friend Luis Enrique no crack the total control of the squad. Against Arsenal, in their game against Arsenal, no, now the best player that time was Ousmane Dembele. But Ousmane Dembele, because late 1 minute to training, or say Ousmane Dembele, or catch him straight, say Ousmane, you are not going to board the plane to Emirates, to the Emirates Stadium in England. And also, in the course of the game, and I say team they travel from that is Paris to Emirates, you know, Ousmane Dembele was benched. Yamane stayed behind. Omko Lucy by 2-0. Journalists started almost so pano, but still no, he was just defending his arguments, and they still no or qualifying here. One started here this season in the Champions League, and one of the worst games of boy was the game against Girona. Onya a lot of goal scoring chances, but then the team Paris Saint-Germain couldn't bury Girona. They won by 1-0 through Nuno, that is Nuno Mendes. But then no, it was one of their worst performances in Europe this season. But then the reason why they overshadowed and outplayed Liverpool is simple. We're Liverpool midfield three now. Ryan Gravenberch was the base of the midfield. Now about Brentford friend Dominic Szoboszlai, the clean sweeper, the creative hub of Liverpool. Say Liverpool are attacking creating attacking chances. No, any started with player friend Dominic Szoboszlai. But then one player also serve as the double pivot for Gravenberch, you know, boy their friend Alexis McAllister. But then so interesting. Why Liverpool team do very well? Say all of a sudden opponents target say Ryan Gravenberch. So moment I want to born a Ryan Gravenberch because Gravenberch is very good. In say born better than nine so they pass over the born because he's very good with that is forward passing.
All right.
Or a very good reader of the game and on him when to that is give short passes, when to give those incisive passes, and when to that is pass backwards. That is the strength of Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch take nothing away from him. He is never a DM. Gravenberch position now all ball at Liverpool. He is not a defensive midfielder. And to me, he has been Liverpool's player of the season because he's played as a makeshift number 6. Born at Gravenberch, probably be an one Gravenberch at Ajax. It be a one Gravenberch at Bayern. At Bayern, we have match play time because of Leon Goretzka and Joshua Kimmich. Until we have match play time at Team Bayern. And Bayern coaches never favored Ryan Gravenberch because Gravenberch is very good on the offensive. But then no onslaught it take you over no. One interesting thing I wired to Liverpool and they say after following the departure of Fabinho no, Liverpool any number 6. And we experimented last season with Wataru Endo. Wataru Endo is versatile. The strength and the versatility. Otumi ball as a centre back. Otumi bo as a right back. And again, Otumi send my shield to the centre back pair. That is the strength of Wataru Wendo. It's why watching Liverpool in the last 2 games are against Paris Saint-Germain. When a game no yet team play now over Bailey Liverpool out of pressure. Wataru Wendo. Because that time, no Gravenberch was started committing errors with those passes, because passes no, but maybe ana pass no. Into the message of a video, how Alisson saved Liverpool in the first leg in front of screens in Somalia. Now, so we Liverpool fans, what do I dream better to say? Alisson Becker will come to rescue Liverpool again, and you true that. So Paris Saint-Germain will come with the same master plan again. And this weekend against Lille, in the this weekend Lille in the Ligue 1 in France, and against Lille, what they did was that Obenche, the first team squad, 8 of the first team squad, Ousmane Dembele and Mobi, Vicha Varaskilia, the boy from Georgia, and Mobi, Hakimi Achraf and Mobi, Marquinhos, the captain of the ship, and Mobi, goalkeeper Ousmane Dembele, that is Donnarumma, was out of the game. Into the Bomative Safonyov. So clearly, there is an intention, say, Luis Enrique is not retreating, nor surrendering. And yet, will be retreating and not surrender. Or believe it's still no that he can do something magical at Anfield, of which means to me GBSA. So bet me about Anfield.
So Philip, Champions League at this stage, now when you had the chance to play first leg, wow, home grounds. Now when Timanche, now Liverpool, but now second leg, Obepo qualification Anfield of all venues. In how difficult Anfield here, especially at our crucial moment, almost supporters, more influence, or more any impact on more matches of this nature. Now Paris Saint-Germain, only history in this competition.
Nobody go back the year Liverpool won the Champions League. That game against Barcelona, the semi-final at Anfield, was won by the fans. Fans in the winning game, the man Liverpool. But apart from fans, shouting on top of their voices, that is higher decibels at the stadium. Another thing that working man Liverpool, and they said they played as a unit. Go and watch that clip again. Liverpool played as a unit, and Liverpool were determined. Don't bet me over 10 that 3-goal deficit against Barcelona. And that time they had a war in the person of Fabinho. This time team no any war. Gravenberch is never a war. And I don't think some manager friend Anslaw ebe looking up to when friend Wataru Wendo no. Maybe when the going gets tough answer or the Wataru Wendo aba. But this a game say Liverpool will be here. One player so more relying on most when friend Darwin Nunez. The reason is very simple. Darwin Nunez no one day. And he would always run at those centre back pair, William Pacho and Marquinhos. And moment over running at William Pacho and Marquinhos, over creating space, ama either Kodigapo, Luis Diaz, and now Mohamed Salah. Look at how our assisted here in the first leg, or Parc des Princes in Paris. Or assisted here, how he assisted. He won the battle of the Wales, beating the 2 centre back pair, William Pacho and Marquinhos. And they defended narrow. When I go on the buy and watch it, William Pacho and Marquinhos, they were narrow, they were caught ball watching, and they defended narrow. And when a friend have Elliott, the first touch on the pitch, they resulted in that goal, that crucial goal at Liverpool, and the victory over Paris Saint-Germain at that is Parc des Princes. And football language, football language, clear. Me no tea say make a chia obeti, make a fancy obeti. So me no can't ma obeti. And we language I me can obeti as but football net down, ball net down, ball net from. And guess what? The language of football. Me know you can't language of football now. And yeah, 1 + 1 in football, and you 2.
Yes,
1 + 1 in football. It will cry 10. And on sometimes football you one word be a friend upset. Over here the team there only face in football cry. No, I push a team kesiye bi e one hope. But mark my words. Paris Saint-Germain will come with their strength and their strongest team. And mind you, Bradley Bacola first leg we so. Vicha Varaskilia won the best of football. Ousmane Dembele was taken out because of Andy Robertson, the strength in the game. Because Andy Robertson, when the going gets tough, or you see dark arts, tactical fouls, And one interesting thing, what watching this season Champions League now, at this stage, how many Italian teams naka? One. That is Inter Milan. The Italian teams, when you see one thing, Italian teams ni nyina elusu, are their friend tactical fouls. So why Italian teams on Major Champions League over the years constantly no more warriors in their midfield and no more warriors as centre back. The AC Milan team of 2007 had Gennaro Gattuso and had that is Paolo Maldini and Alessandro Nesta. These were warriors. The Inter Milan team of 2010, Major Champions League, omunya Christian Kivu, omunya Javier Zanetti, omusanya Marco Materazzi. But nay, Italian teams no more interest. We are true gentle. Atalanta, AC Milan, and the AC Milan team no. Sham one player or a warrior team no. But currently what for Liverpool current team now? There is no warrior. The only person that come to me as the warrior, boy, friend Wataru Endono. But he's not the first pick for coach friend Ancelotti, and that is one of the weaknesses. Probably Liverpool be experiencing playing against Paris Saint-Germain and there. Probably a piano football and speaking a plain language. But my understanding of football, I'm a Liverpool. But this is a gamer. Say Liverpool to me qualifying over Paris Saint-Germain. Then the whole world should watch out for Liverpool in this year's Champions League. But my understanding of football, me being a connoisseur of the game, my understanding say I see Paris Saint-Germain as favorites, even at Anfield. I see Paris Saint-Germain this time. My member Africa kakra.
Okay.
Now in the Champions League in the year, and then most of the games are a dead rubber. Inter Milan have already qualified over Feyenoord. Bayern Munich, there is no way. Sir Prince did justice to that. The first leg, Papa na friend Xabi Alonso is shooting the hole in the foot. And the same thing, when he played the finals of the Europa League against Atalanta. On the day, Lucas Radecki, number one for Leverkusen, was fit. But Obenche the goalkeeper, Matej Kovar. And constantly, me who Matej Kovar in Leverkusen poster. I tell my friends, say, this game is over for Leverkusen. And I told Sir Prince on the day, when I line up the buy, I'm a Fred Prince, Sir Prince. Dear Quadia, Leverkusen, me who because who bought Jeremy Frimpong as number 9, and as a false number 9. Now, what's here starting Matej Kovar, who was a number 1 friend Lucas Radecki at Eoho, and game way and category B game. A-class game against Bayern Munich, your fiercest enemy or your bitterest rival. And I think we're shooting away the south in the foot. Now, the biggest game in the whole of the world is not in the Champions League, but rather in Africa. The biggest game on the continent, your friend the Cairo Derby. Now, why the Cairo Derby now? Mr. Sompa starts Kakranto Sumami. Constantly, your tiny, experience that is bigger marginal results. Your marginal results now 5-0, 6-0, 4-0, any other. These are some of the results here at 2nd of January 1942 was when a bigger marginal result at Ethiopia at the Cairo International Stadium in the Cairo League that time. And that time, Zamalek Esha Ali by 6-0. Omo mo hwe TV no be hu, omo mo hwe Facebook, omo monitor show no Facebook. And omo mo tie radio no. 2nd of January 1942. Ali elu 6-0 at the team Zamalek. Now 2nd of June 1944. 2nd of June 1944. Zamalek Eshe Ali by 5-0. It's one result na to that time now. The margin no huge. But this time around, two managers are Omukra Ali and Zamalek now, two managers, Obia cautious. Jose Pesero, Sawakaino, one of Nigeria, echo the just ended Nations Cup. I told you Ivory Coast, eventually Nigeria, a Lucy final, Edema Cote d'Ivoire. That is the manager, Jose Pesero. Yeah. Now for Ali, Omu coach, Papa na a friend of Marcel Kola. Marcel Kola sweats. Now look at the likely permutation. Just recently, game Toga and Abraham Mushia, Zamalek and Ali Ebo 1-1. Ali Ebo home and Omo game ended 1-1. But the likely permutation is that Ali ever start say a goalkeeper Mohamed El Shanawi. Right back Ebeya Brentia friend Akimi, and that is Akram Tofik. Now left back Ebeya Ahmed Kuka. And a centre back pair probably will be Ashraf Dari and Rami Rabia. Omo centre back pair. In the middle, Ebeye Ahmed Reda, Marwan Ateya, and a Bobo middle. Now in the those ball just in front of the midfield two no ebeye Mohamed Abdallah, Imam Ashor, and Hussein El Shahat. Lead that is the attack. Not the obey lone ranger, obey the attack no of Serbia or Serbian. Signed from Fehava in Hungary. Your friend Neshk Gradisa. Ono belly the attack at the team. Friend that is Ali. For Zamalek, you know, Jose Pesero minim no but three back. Three back cannot be bono. Goalkeeper Mohamed Awad never started. Now Salah that is Musad ever started as the right center for a center back. Now a ball a branch your friend El Welsh Manshoud. On about the left center back. Next center back, the CCB. Abaya Brenda friend Abdul Magid Salah. On about as the center back. But one dangerous player I am watching out for Zamalek, you know. I Brenda friend Saifeddin Jaziri from Tunisia. Saifeddin Jaziri in these matches of set tempo, no, on Mbopa. Or one player when the going gets tough, he will get the tough going. At the same time, what got him a friend Alia, the most dangerous player, no, first leg, you know. First leg Cairo no. That player was on the bench and that player was Ashraf Ben Shaki, the boy from Morocco. And Ashraf Ben Shaki, so we're in the line and I said in lineage now. We bought Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. We bought my club a friend Racing Club Law in France. RC English for a lens. Racing Club Law in French.
Yeah.
And was say about my WAC, Wydad Athletic Club of Morocco. Now was say about my Zamalek. So he's playing against the former team, and he's one of the players well esteemed and most revered for team Ali and in the supporters. You know, in the game now Ali elbow and against him my friend Zamalek. You know, game them bad pa. First leg in a Tobia Cairo. No, what happened was that both teams in our set say for a referee crowd Egypt. All right, for a referee or Norway. But this time, you know, the referee obeyed the game. This is the stadium on matching also. This is Africa. We're in Yebibia. Okay. Stadium, no, the Cairo International Stadium, 75,000 capacity. Now, guess what? The referee for this game, Ahmed Basuti from Egypt. And they pyramids for now, lead the table in Egypt. You know, Omwaji to say Egyptian referee, Nigerian Finfin, and Tuayiram. Give me the head thing, but on paper, Ali is Ali. And it's a win Bibaba. Ali bet me winning. Okay. Then no, say a drawer as a connoisseur and as a panther. Many shocked that all.
Well, if I'm far better,
a lot of games in Ethiopia all over the world, and you're focusing mostly at the Champions League in Asia. When you say Asia, about Champions League. Now there are clubs or more Champions League in Asia. What it be from Johor Darul Tazim? What your Munida? Johor Darul Tazim and no more. Internet, you're betting a quotes no F4. You're more 4 quotes, but may assure your listeners, and you're more share say, and out of the phone, Anya Hikran, say you 2. Okay. And then Anya Shikran, out of the 4 quotes, I need to dresses here. Yeah. I say you 2. Now, guess what? Barcelona against Benfica, a win for Barcelona. Liverpool in the Bayern Munich, you know, when the Union is safe, in the end, Bayern Munich 2 goals. Inter Feyenoord, no, first half, corners no, NB7 and the 6.5. Liverpool, any PSG, yeah, check PSG 2 goals. Say, game in Liverpool, and to me, we by 2 goals to 0. Now, Cardiff, any Luton Town, corners no, NB7. Derby County in Coventry under 6.5 corners first half. Norwich and Sheffield Wednesday under 7.5 corners no end 8 in first half. Now Middlesbrough and Queen's Park Rangers QPR corners no end 7. Burnley and West Bromwich Albion corners no end 7. Sunderland and Preston North End corners no end 7. So code no and the first code 1885. Messages on my 2 screens so no one more share no code no 1885 2E 1A. That is the first code. 1885 2E 1885 2E IA. That is the first code. Now the second code 18. The second code 1885 77C0. Okay. 188577C0. That is the second code. Now the third code, that is 1885A628. 1885A628. 28.
All right.
And your last code anyway. Your last code 1885 8B 8E 1885 8B 8E. Now your mega accumulator no and then 7.26 odds. 7.26 odds.
All right.
The games are combined from the Asian Champions League, the Champions League in England, and the championship in England. But there is one guy, friend Giovanni, on who we need bets.
Yeah.
Now on boss on for your pass you pa. You best say you can.
Yeah, you intend kakra na.
Yeah.
I mean to twin komo kakra. Okay. Video no menyanya ready. Mami nguram.
Sompa nkwana bema wakati ya pa udi betwa beta obede enfa obede ubedi some passports team we here masa you team we here some passports team we here masa no edi we enfa no mbe be fa yendi baby ai bedi ya twa bre ba some passports the other one so masa bia be kama sika sembe kama some passports nkwana bema good balls with good analysis with good betting with good balls out masa betting happen yes as happen some crowd twa obedu some passports no pay na pay then some passports nkwana bema bet we have masa first half no betting aka se ko na ba ko pe betting bia ni ba bia is a bet we nkwana betting aka se first half team A mbo kona ba ko over 0.5 now pay opening some passports all the way otia say ya this guy where some team no.
Okay, enti yenu anu bi no mo diska no. Enti the code ni go wasa mfa ni agrovise and Philip Ami hu say 4 codes wo de amaye no mu menu di anya no e be first kenti sani city and fa hu shem na bi wan go infama ho mame ne Changement Dental Clinic fo ni nkomo opani akwaba
Aminia mejo so
bajona ho de say
yakopon dom
adwuma mu so de say
yakopon dom mpa ebonti Changement
Dental Clinic great and then so tie voice crado wo mu hwe wo mu say tie odi free Changement Dental Clinic Gabriel
yedi kan ye chia Ghana fo nyina
okay
Changement Dental Clinic obi bia kwaba o hwe me e wo Sompa television so utie me so e wo Sompa radio so live na ye kan say a same problem fabra Changement Dental Clinic. You see, we are see we WHO current report 3.2 billion people worldwide and a nipa currently affected a same home. Nipa a same problem 3.2 billion people worldwide. And Kwalankwa 514 million in Kwalankwa. Niti HL say we Brunei uye bibiniu once awodi aduane efa wonum ko ye munko ade ubetumi nya esen problem but anida so ho enti se problem no ba entna se ye wo doctor ohwe akoma cardiologist ho pediatrician ho ohwe mofra yen dentistry no eno ne afato ye ho so enti se esen ho adwuma ye wo qualified doctors ne nurses enti ye assure say se o hwe me anope ya mekasa wia bomodia na hwehwe ye tira kwan ne mfa procedure mu kama ye adwuma from anopa 8 o'clock e de kopum anwumre 6 o'clock ye wukumase bantama abepo junction na dwumadi ahodo efa esen hu bebre no ni nyina ye bi ye examination and consultation service ho de bia mekasa ye ka examination and consultation service ya na amanfo afa no tra but what we mean is that you see elote uye proactive obetumi frɛ doc ubo say or complaining nesino etutu no nesino eye ne ya nenso estatino ohun yo but oyinani efiri so ena edena bedu babia edu no se watena wo mese no asai esino etu but oba Changement Dental Clinic yese bra na ye examine wonum ebi kra na problem bi afa na ever start because I was say enipa utunya 80 years 90 years na wo se no na eguonum kama nanso emprebebre no either say a poor oral hygiene negligence and in your bebre ebi kra ye laziness enti na ama ne se no abedu babia du no bra na ye examine wo se no ye teeth replacement ho ese no etu ɛna wopɛ sɛ yɛnhyɛ ɛma wa yɛbɛtumi ahyɛ ne kama ɛde ama wo sɛ ɛsɛ no ɛyɛ 20-30 kura na atu a wo deɛ baako kura ntuam na baako ne mmienu mpo deɛ ɛno deɛ ɔba gentleman dental clinic a yɛbɛhyɛ ɛde ama wo yɛwɔ vaplus ɛwɔ hɔ a yɛbɛtumi ahyɛ ɛno kama yɛwɔ dencha no ɛwɔ hɔ dencha no na wohyɛ a wotumi yi na wode ato ne proto box mu wokɔ adwuma wokɔ ayie na wasan ɛde ahyɛ yɛwɔ PFM bridge anaa yɛfrɛ metal no ɛno nso so yɛbɛhyɛ ɛno de ama wo ɛno yɛ permanent yɛhyɛ ma wa 25 30 40 years na ɛda so ɛhyɛ wo sena mu ɛnya problem biara ɛna yɛwɔ dental implant na ɛno so ba gentleman dental clinic yɛbɛhyɛ ɛde ama wo ɛse no sɛ ɛyɛ gold anaa silver na wopɛ sɛ yɛde crown ne ɛse no a ɛno so ba yɛbɛyɛ ne nyinaa ɛde ama wo numbers no display wɔ screen so wobɛtumi afrɛ me mesɔre a frɛ me ne yɛntwetwe nkɔmmɔ sɛ wotie me ɛwɔ radio so a numbers ni 055 913 95 82 055 913 95 82 and 0549 906 588 0549 906 588 na onim ese no bo okra na aye kokko aye brown aye basabi
yellowish bisha
yes ni na wo ba gentleman dental clinic ye be teeth whitening no e de ama wo kama halitosis ene how bra ye wo systemic factor ene ye wo oral factor sa areas yi na obi betuma
halitosis ndi on tiase ye otwi ene obeka
ye ka halitosis ade pese che ne se enumka pampan efri wonu mu ba obi hono ma obie nanu no okasa argument bia ono na ewini ɛna sɛ woka nyansasɛm sɛ dien sɛ pampan wɔ no ma woka obi amfa ɛniti bra gentleman dental clinic na yɛ examine yɛ hu baabi a problem no ɛfiri na yɛntia no ɛkwan ɛmfama ho na de bia meka sɛ ɛsɛ no halitosis no ne causative factor no bi yɛ sɛ ɔn sɛ ɛsɛ no yɛ na mamfa dwen ɔmo sɛ sɛdeɛ ɔsi hu no dendenden white no wopae mu kɔsi a saa ne teɛ but ɛnyɛ saa ne teɛ ɛsɛ no ɛyɛ layers nti the outer core no ɛno yɛfrɛ no enamel no eno any the first layer no obi ho no ma ubon se entokro aba bededa ne sinimu entokro bededa ne sinimu a na wa relax because onti pain bia the enti a wonti pain e wo sinimu is because enamel no very hard nanso aduane no udidi a na ebi akwa hyehyem ema aduane no pro because ekwa ema bristles no enso ntumi nyi efi ni nyina emfie ho u brush a bristles ko kan na eye wo ya tembia na ma scent pampan e wo wonum eno no emwo obi honum a wo se o complain se onya teeth sensitivity ana onya sharp pain bi ne se no efemfem no se o se efemfem wa problem e wo ne se ebi a wo ko wi dompe bi crack aba osinimu ana se entokro aba bededa osinimu affect o dentin no that is the next layer of the teeth no dentin no ne reaction a etide ma e se ubenya teeth sensitivity ana se wonum ade a enyu udi chilled food aduane a ehye bibia abrobe anka a ewo high acidic content na ma wo se no na efemfem wo sa problem yi bia gentleman dental clinic baby bia wo hwe bia no me sorry ya frɛ na yɛntwetwe nkomo na yɛma wo direction na bra clinic ne mfa procedure mu ebem na jai ɛno a obi frɛ me o say na fono no sesei ahono unim sɛ pop no a ɛhye esinimu no ene na the last layer no ene ehye esinimu no eno na e power esen no ni engine nyina eno no enti se udi aduane te se obi a wo kase fish bone no bu na wo se ope calcium a eye pop no eno na supply minerals no edema esen no esen akoma nyina no te se problem eba pop ni mu a esen no a break it down se ose no obu ono ma odidi kra oti pain e wo ne sinimu enti se pop no problem abam obi wonu ma odidi na se ohun se hanu no ye ne ya instead so obekwa ko hu dentist no o de aduane no free ha akodi ase se ho no de wisa menua ebekun efri se pop no se e pro a e wo inside a affect tissue na e wo inside no soft tissue na e wo inside no obo se e pro no na ensuofi no enyunugu inside no enyunugu inside no afi obo se e swele with time ubehu na fe na fono no na achia obi nitifa nyina timi yedai ehono all because of esen no pop no but estate say tokro ketua bi beda ne sim na wampem wasamanka because enama oninti e call dentin ni mu no onya teeth sensitivity efemfem no still odaso te ho say edu permanent na ma untumi enwesa ade no na wakoto painkiller enye ese aduru e manage pain no but unim say yenye opportunity ni say ya nyese pese ye bo amanfo hu ese ekum nipa enti say wo tissue na ewo ho no in fact say oral bacterial infection na was spread wo ho no say enipa bia moja blood spread called the other parts of your body ni nyina it infection na bacteria na cause wo ho no it mean through transmission no spread called the other parts of your body na infection ni bia saba in rare cases ebetumi ekun enti say wo ese problem na enkoto mouthwash keke obi ho no ma no akoto mouthwash ene obi frame o say nanum nyina ayekro mi bisa na say who use mouthwash ben I was a doctor and a dentist and a recommended mouthwash amount. Mouthwash a antiseptic solution. Yen koto no prekope se ufiti ya na wakoto. Ebetumi amboa se ebema okachema no afebedu mebi no na unti taste. Eti kane no se uye tea wo the 2 spoon ene guma teaspoon eguma and now the 4 5 ene gum adentia because I affected utanga no. Ana etumi susu ma wonum ehwane o tissue na ewo wonum.
Yeah.
All because of say is say obekwa ko hu dentist no na o dey relax na wo hear other medications over Gentleman Dental Clinic you oral shopper dentist and be recommend every product bia obeto bia no ama oso onum apomuden no afa na ntoma pa efra it is say ye ka esen ho asema entena ho ema esen no ensei esen no obi won ma bo say watena say start no brushia ohu blood ewom ye friend gingivitis no ubo say ye ka gingivitis a osen no ene ogam no line na eda ho no neck ho no eno ye friend gingiva area eti obo on ma bo say brushia ohu blood moja ewom anope wo brush ohu saade no ewom immediately for Gentleman Dental Clinic numbers no na a display was screen so no
okay
o hwe me or other social media handles ye payment plan e yaso ye ho ensuo to e form odin the CEO of Gentleman Dental Clinic I Mr. Eric Frempong o say ye ma payment plan no enkoso it is a wo ba na woni sika kakra ekura no ye ball bill no ma wa ye si tua no enkakra wani baba ho so no na watua usika no awie enye Gentleman Dental Clinic ehin fa na wo benya na saa enti say ye kase esen ho asema entena ho say gingivitis no eba saa no a ubo se ubo no ma na nesen ase no e na obi anim say moja soso ebon pa na fe betumi ama osin ase no na asoele na say osin ase no na ahonhono na afe untumi enidi nimu ne ade na wonim ekọ nanimu a eno na ma utumi nya periodontitis no eye the advanced stage of gingivitis
okay
it do sa point na say underlying condition be to say HIV and I said diabetes wow so when you periodontitis now what this 2 underlying condition yentimi reverse sa yare in fact yentimi sa yare enti say it do sa point na say when we say moja o brushia moja ejinejina wo say blood if remove ba enti na ho enka say bia brush no mum na
e normal na bibisa
okay because etumi ama wo say na ahohono ni nyina wo da so edit wo oba Gentleman Dental Clinic ye be ye ni nyina edi ama wo obi won ma make say ne say ase ni nyina atwitwa all because of say oye overbrushing ye say either say wo brush it with aggression ahoden na wo dey brush and I say wo spend too much time or brushing ho ye brushing more than 3 minutes I will say we stay within 2 to 3 minutes. Now we focus on otang no you see a chinum one time in your opportunity near beba be proper brushing
all right
na etumi abo amanfo enti say eba no sana wo ye over brushing etumi ma wo enamel no ehi me no kasa de wo no eno ne friend enamel ese no ete say akuma ye di twadua wo but with time wo say na akuma no na ehi sana ese no so ete enti hwehwe Gentleman Dental Clinic your branches no ya to apete Ghana ha nyina ba bia ben wo no bo modi ane bra
all right
akuma Santama Abepo Junction Total Filling Station wo e ho ne wo okota krade ye wo banchi ase Tadisco down e ho ene wo Techiman ye wo magazine ho ho na Gentleman Dental Clinic ko Florida ye ne Central Police Station no e na ebo ho pe oko Aflawo ye ne Ecobank e wo the same building wo Aflawo Tamale ye wo Tushigu post office wa ne mom Kumase e ye Bantama Abepo Junction 20th March ya ebe e ye World Oral Health Day I die we are seeing na yesi wo Gentleman Dental Clinic you be free screening at the amount of BBR
on
20th March. Number is 055
913 9582
055
913 9582
and 0549 906 588. Sorry, Fremi, na
okay. Yes, and no, I Gengiment Dental Clinic for for and I know my more live on the show. Na the attendance, Mamin come for 21st clinic mobia or hey na OTA na no pays omu ya sciatica expert na yaka sciatica maza eno ene yawa wote tienie pa e free otoase efa cheze e free musisi fa otoase akosi wonanse aha san yawo na wote no ene efa na sciatica na omu akromu a omu bie ya nim ya hu bi 18 for the first time eye 21st clinic omu ne tu yade yase yade bi ha bia na ometima tu yase nemom do omu ye expert won pa obi ajo matum Ghana Africa no member bia no eye sciatica na de ati ne se uduru ho amfidie gu ho no enye betanti mfidie na ewura nipaduanum na chese hawa wona mu ina no atimi atu yase ye ho adwuma kama pa se na be ya ekwa embabi obi a ode ne sciatica ebe piem 21st clinic bi adi ho adanse sampa obepiem 21st clinic no ne sciatica ne yawa no woti na ontibio ajese also do ko no nyuma so de bi nam se wan kwa ma ha adwin de bia okoba kra na da sai na timikeja oda ho na wan kwa ma nti bomodian se o sciatica no nzenzemina no wodu ani be che 21st clinic ya na yetu ase de ma kuma se dia ye wahwa overseas ya ha overseas junction ye ben alpha radio ye pa obuase ye o cancer quarters ye core junction ho Accra ye o domi market sunyane ne nkransa ne tichima na ye ho obefre o 0249 311 311 0249 311 311 0540 311 311 0540 311 311 21st clinic whom you expect in sciatica na yes toothpaste and ye can food yam obi as I say omu toothpaste no and obi adia tumpa na say e boy yi chese udodom ha yi wonum nkafiri ho ama chese bibia timi ye kama pa nura na mi obi di nkomo ana mi kache ni banze obani se akoya wota ne gazeze bia okasa gu so na senka bi firi nanum ba bede paze ubetima gase obani se ne usika se de mi chese o kan se unhu kwan abefa so kan misrew ye kanfo ya toothpaste de ama se unya ya toothpaste beboa ama chese timasiesie wonum ama wonum atima banyam ama wotim chese wonum no atima ye hwam ye pa achese nya agro no achi no ye brushes ne wodwa so nkoda no omu de ho mpanyifo de ho ana chese adentamu fo ina no omu de ho achese ye maame nom ene exercise nom ni chese ye nuanom ina no omu brush ho achese oji o ya toothpaste no na oji toothbrush so de kan kama na etima boa hyehyɛ wanum amabia nso etima kama pa enso ede amount na maame mfanto de se am kangen energetic drinking water no and ye kan fo de ma obibia se unya binum abeboa pa enti afiafie onwuma ene chese ba bibia no mompe kangen energetic drinking water na chiri kwan na ebeboa na chese ades ahodi no won nsuo no mu no unya bia boa pa na de yetensa hydrogen ewom no ye rich papa rich in minerals and afi calcium and magnesium and potassium any iron nyina wom enti amani padua na hoden ama chese de bia no chese gadem and ye den kwanso se wo ko be no tiapo onyare de nam se unsuo na wonom no aye kangen energy drink water nkoda timi nom empanyi timi nom mere wanyina etimi no achese womu anom kangen energy drink water de womu di ho adanse se eye nsu papa achese anya sam koto akwa onoma okala ne ye fe makala ne toso ave ama utimi fu kama pa achese anya gro kwenti kangen energy drink water de efiefie nyuma ne ba bia hospitals ina no womu eyusu anya sam koto agora achese onye bia boa ama nipadua ne CPC ta kyese enya asem koto akura na ye Breman UGC Kumasi ya anase Tafo New Road Abawa Route Junction ho ne wo ubetima place order na ya bro bi ne bibia no kama de anase ubetima frɛ 0241 449191 0241 449191 0507 379474 fra nenchire mu aburu midie no na on setima kan kama na bibia no enso atim ai fine mo messages kakra na menkomra na Orlando emfa efisem emra na we say or say those of you calling for the code me sure so the amount no berima owusu ansa se mo amope code ni na no ye de go kama e de amama ve large goma say more fire yes goma no afi or say mudi so do the sports guys show and ye berima owusu ansa na tire chigidi pa afi we say password kwajo Gomina Junior say we are waiting obro said the dada Owusu Vincent say good morning some passports Vincent watching you guys from Nkransa Mangwasi today Barcelona will win this game okay Ismail Bansa say please drop the us or the Agu dada afe Pedro Martina Cruz say more update from Krobia Kumasi and Santo Kotoko and Chelsea the Blues camp. I'm inside Indianapolis, Kumasi Town or so, Casben Junction. The message in here, okay, dear go dear mama fay, fun for Douglas say Prince, more for today's energy is top notch. And a Philip Unzuza was energy was so power just and yasam photography, in Shraba MC was say Prince, please go and teach your what. Learners, okay. I don't know, but I'm sorry, Prince Umu, also Vincent said, sparky glory. Enemies are not God, oh, my guy, okay. And I say, investors are waiting for the code, oh, dear Guamam Dada. So, messages in the dorsum and the dorsum, Habana, Ebenti. On this note, Yenina Hena, Yanko for quick commercial break in my bar. Orlando Betnas na or the official Nabayeba.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Here's Kwame and Yao. After hours of planning, both have locked in the same perfect multi-bet. Big win for United, over 1.5. And both teams to score in the London Derby. But who could have picked Leicester over City? Or a high-scoring game at the Bridge? There's nothing worse than having your perfect multi-bet missing. But there's nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Win, even if your bet misses.
What time you see about Queen Wayne? Bra, said your time about Misha, it's your chimney with fear for a idea about the other soul. Really, you this offering now. Bra, some because of me, the time about Misha Wadansia, we are seeing now a better maker. 87 malaria, what any time about Misha?
I know you go, dear, I want to meet any deal. What any time about Misha? Every I know not about waffle food, the woman for down for any aquada when you feel do you and some of the time about Misha. Shasa wako hospital and answer loud. I'm what we say. Who a GD malaria be answer.
I also time me TIME. Time about Misha. I feel malaria fever the other Ziba Ewo. Even slap. Ubenya be at all over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do an FDA aji a judging crotway at all.
I'm a second have made up to narrow who's a woman say. I'm a second 2 years after that. It's the African Spider-Man. I'm a second to him when any problem here. Get the new cost for you to come when you go ready one beer. Expectation African Spider-Man about me say what of but preoccuping the African tax what about me say what of now secret to anything.
Imbus herbal mixture and any secret.
Na dia na ye.
Na me yet na we ka out from. Ana police ni do one dance tell me say menye na me nsonhwe. Na me so he no a boost immune system ama say mo train na mente be. Mitimi di kama ama we ka wo so okoso.
Me kwa so me ta yale amama ye latitude me nya baako.
Eye je na koso ho. Hey, Spider-Man, what are you?
Mo fa me kura chen.
Ubenya Imbus herbal mixture and pharmacy and also herbal shops. Appeal for any color mundi if you do no enom. FDA adjugable tattoo.
If you want better future, join the rose, cause our great be the future. Join the rose, this be one for the culture. Join the rose, cause say unity for Ghana. Join the rose, the rose.
Kuya yomu hekwanya ubefaso nye adwuma ana ati adwuma ku a mfaso waso ewo kuya adwuma mu eni ATVET mu enne ya so anamone fasti sanwo wobusua eni wo mpatemu asetenemu bo *718*50# na beka ho sesia Ghana Grows Top Day Ghana Grows Jumedie Mastercard Foundation Miss Springboard Roadshow Foundation Limehouse ni wabua for na Debrel
Mamishe time HH herbal mixture bi na wonumi ene wa topa eletro ejadro say mani peduan kwamwa no enya hoden na akwotia yare entwen yare ansa no akwakoto fire wadro na no abribia Kanoga Company Limited what the time TIME ebetwasono wonnoa and the time HH herbal mixture edia bedwaso akora wonyenye mfise dumienu animbi wopinfo ane oba wo makronifo enso anumbi time HH herbal mixture wobenya bi over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu so pedodo trafre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH herbal mixture ejadro say FDA ade edwadien kratoi atum
Rise and shine with Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush. Start today off right by grabbing your Yas toothbrush and squeeze a refreshing dab of Yas toothpaste on it. With its soft bristles, the Yas toothbrush gently cleans your teeth and gums, giving you a comfortable brushing experience. As you brush, feel the powerful formula of Yas toothpaste working its magic, removing every stain in the cavity and leaving your teeth sparkling and fresh. Plus, Yas toothpaste helps make your teeth whiter and protect your gums, keeping them healthy and strong. Choose from our 3 variant toothpaste: Total Care, Herbal, and Wymed. Make Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush a part of your morning routine and start your day with a confident smile. Yas toothpaste and toothbrush, caring brand for caring families.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet saver.
Wo dubako abapa osama edunum yekoya yeba mraso Orlando betena se wo de afise me ba Orlando akwaba
I think we meje so
obani hu ye de
bibia hye kama
ye do tumfo nyankopon ase yenti we afise ma aboabo na de bre ne anopai
well mayema ya hwefo na afen so ye tiefo a otie na no pay e wo Sompa 93.1 na afen so ahwefo a omohwe e wo Sompa TV so afisem ena yejeje mu enso etimi amao ene anopay ewo full time ne so na yebehye nsam na free ase Afri Kumasi Asante Koroko omo head coach a friend Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum aso ene ekobusa say coach kotoko injury list no esem no etese say abrantie friend no Akwasi Asante Albert Amwa ena Peter Akwa Amidu Lord Amwa omunyina no we can see mu game no ye hu omuom sanso na abrantie frɛ no eye Joseph Ablo ene Daniel Adrine ejete omu free game nim my update e was our players here
the updates we have Asante hamstring injury, Fernando the same thing. Albert is now training with a youth team, so I'm sure we've given him some timeline and we are monitoring his progress. So and then Peter is likely to also start some low intensity training this week. He himself confirmed to me on Friday, no, Saturday, that he will start training on Monday. No.
Okay, I know Dr. Prosper Natogum, head coach at the Kumasi Asante Korokono Chemse the leading top scorer at the Asante Koroko, Albert Amwa, a brand any player, and will resume training. Name on the youth team no, and I started training Sansona Peter Aqua Amidu Munano, and Fernando Wisdom Bassi. Nigerian international omunyina omu training no a process and omunemo and so ekakra away from coach Prosper Natogum any players in engineer remo the Ghana Football Association GFA omumami GFA release no the aba logo no yes omode ensema ba betuja GFA no echema they say we a happy hour and omode aba sisi Ghana Premier League ni na we no enhye ebeboa I intensify supporters na etimi enchinja supporters ama omonso etimi awramu our venues ahodo na omatimi akọ matches na we no piloting enti omo hyase e free takwa TNA Park na afenso nana Ajima Bedu the first sports stadium no wodoma and na University Sports Stadium and no ewo enkan and afenso Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. These are the 4 venues almost started piloting no e free na ade we na ni so ade hunu nya ne say answer na ebebo game biano 30 minutes before the game omu bie stadium no a section of a stadium ne baby area ma supporters na friends maba na anyumtofo abegigimani ye bebo curtain raiser matches na ni nyina no ye de agege supporters na ni answer kra na game na anka sentia ye bae no etimi acha senti we no ebeye free entry it is that time ne de obetimi aba ho abegi wani uwia na friends ye ja okwan na answer na team no and so etimi abebo ne matches no mo so agigate process no ho ni nyina ye normal GFA no eri gu akwam se be ya Ghana League no yesu se etitafo nko stadium enko he matches no sa normal ni nyina ne nsem no eso etu ebetimi atwa and so e ho na away from that na ye nwemu e wo court e wo sunyan na endra court asetena court so enen so asetena e koso sabe ameno ka say lawyer sofu dukuma wuremu ho ha proceedings no egusu e koso na endra court nsem ne ba na we na ebusa lawyer sofu duku say on ma ye nchiremu kakra enioma e koso enso e wo court ho. Okay, intino ye be pressa eye lawyer Safuduku voice no na yetimi enso etimi edi amana bibia enso etimi akọ kama enso na Alex Menu ono ene circles chairman ewo Ashanti region edi Kumasi Asante Koroko na endra ye hu so omo ne nambechem omo ni bechem fo no eye na ebusa Alex se opani na clubs ni bebre na ba ye o bechem fo no mokoye de wo
Fisher, you fully a top for since the day in your last food, the very good start food, the achieve. I go for all the problems of the achieve. I mean, a journal for beer bed, but not offer the same for another. Almost on the out, say that in your police free one, try to do almost a face. The week I can night off was longer than the night of the gym. And the 1 week, only team buys and they buy it. Give me their numbers. Then the same thing. Then I hear the young gym for a not only put ever want to cashier pa or be there because which is not pulling tackle to support us watching the gym film. And she knows no first never put out nothing. She the young boy the circle cause never nation on the
eno Alex Menu Ashanti region circus chairman Edema Kumasi Asante Koroko no chechem de ntia endra Ghana for ni wiase nyina hu se omo wo bechem no atim se dodo na by name bechem for no ma na omo ye no na soronko wa bra na yenua Yamfrempon enso ekọ ne nkrechi pole ehon nsem no na obani yenya ne ntia se pole ye ne koso no enso atrefo enso atreman omo de 5,000 Ghana cedi it is kind of 50 million by say omo be bonsa na yesi no ma bisi ma yenkyeremu kakra
Malam ni brother Paulo boko because and some of the national style thing. Why didn't I have bebo? If I go to Jifa, what can you say about bebo sana? I'm focused on them in the bebo sana. And I am for young baby. The mama may say, money degree. Minya, the whole unicorn. I'm glad me and free more like I mean I bebo. Then you call hospital on. It's a Canadian who see you. There was one who maybe no was just smoke. I am in short college. I want the power. So the penny beautiful radio power. There was a woman who in the area. I said, no, the young lady. I want to go on what number pull by. Yet, people in Joanna pulling which may have been because I don't want to use some other Diana. Only the additional part of the swallow. Talking of pulling the figure. So, first of all, near me, I feel very young one, sir. I thought the
yes menu and the sansem no to dwa o kyerem de ntia enso atemai for e de 5,000 Ghana cedi titiska 50 million e bai se omo de be bonsa e wo pole yiase a omo pam omo se omo yi omo sika na o de to dwa se Ghana ha nyina opani o sika pa e His Royal Majesty otumfo se tutu asante hene enti ono ana na eye ne na yie ti na wo hia se enso atefo e ba bobo ne nsansan watimi aye ne na yie omo hia omo he omo pa ne se opani ensama wo kan de na ya kwaye se muni enso atrefo etim no ewo bibio yentie Alex Menu
ya ne ka ta se ne mu go ba pati nyong bibia se ya so tum so na no bibia se ma na wi na na we nyong bibia anya ko mo pino ko pa na ya ko mo pino kiwa na ga so ni polimpi wo ni nti ni polo ni mi nti ama ko so ni nti de mo ni de mo ko se ka ko ma
enti eno Alex Menu na de sansam ni tudwa na polensam ne de menyin ni se ebe kwa koda sisi a sɛ de amanfo hu ni se ya ye na wi enti ensɛm no koda no na endra ewo kukurom na enso atemanfo etim no de omani ekyeremu ewo baabi ani na omo so akobo Ghana Premier League game against Samatex na eno ma koso wonso atere ene ya bo awura ho ene ya kobusa ekukomfo se denti ena enso ateman FC Timbers no eba no moye se mo ba block omo na ma attack omo mo di nkyeremu aba
an official mo bra yin fede kan chana nanom se madawo mo de si enso ateman ibi mo hwe entie nyina beti ba hwe amatantim ya de akoso sa na meri nyina de entimi nsiye eya agona abusuya mo ntimi America bia de ankyere ho ne mo ne aye club ya sante kotoko tim no ana ebi sa wo so mi wa so sabu na na poli aye na na Francis ofeya abusuam awo so di o ma nyina na de eyi ana me se ne kwa ka kyere me se mu nya se na afre bia ye se eyi mo ni nyina afre eyi nsu atre e de baba bia ni etie kwa we de be kwa so be kwa de mo beba na wan hwa na ebia ye boys ni bi mo etima baba ye ne bia ense empata eyi so be se enom asubie ebuom na ntika ni jiramo kukoma baba mpinia tibudu no be kwa na me se nka me ka kyere me se bas ni nyina na nka me ka kyere telefon se madawo ma mo pellet bi ana mo telefon bi na mo kukoma yintie na na osan kokwa tichi no mo ne magudi ko mo na asem na esi ye no eye ebo apaye eye bibia nti badawo ma mo waye na bia mo ni yutu de enkasa na asubie de emra na ni pelo bi sa nyambra sem no ye ne be kasa enu enu ya ozifo ama me kwan ozifo so oma me no mo ni ko mo ba ba se ni akoi e na mo se bi mo chi anya hwe bi ba bia ni bia ozifo e bi de ho ba se ni be si fom na bi nyina ti ni place na de edi komo na so jaba we bi ba bia ni forest ni wa aposifo na se me konfo kukoma aposifo e ya we jom
monso etimi ahwe na bibia etimi akoye enso ewo ho no ntino sansam no yespesa be di akire na ensem no de aka akire nyina yetimi enso ere abro ewo Sompa 93.1 afa so Sompa TV so na yeremu ewo lawyer Safuduku onejemo ere ma asante koroko ba court ho nsem na endo mo kwa asetena no ode nchemu kakra maye
efem dan febu arbo no afem bana no aziko gan the second case
okay enti eno lawyer Safuduku ene de sansem no enso etudwa na madinka ka kire se enenso no court no proceedings ni eguso omopon a de be free ma babia na yetena se da chena no pa ewo tip of ne full time ne so nyina ye the update no enso ebebro away from that ne ewura mo ewo baabi ani na ye ne CEO eye Kwasi Adu enkodi nkomo na ebusan se opani enchaye na the Ghana Football Association edi measures eguo on match day enioma yes security 17 yetimi ye na ye chema baabi ani de na enkoye kura opani wo se ne say
match commissioner say at the start of the game na minimum police requirements in the and that police has the one. Yes, the safety protocols that they can say amount for free enough perimeter, amount for massive zone, amount for in-court dressing room. And a good start as a club in PTA. So on all the basis which one say there, good start PTA.
Okay, Entino CEO Edema Gold Stars openi Akwasi Adu na this ansem to Ghana ebusanza openi national security was through there mo the proper measures go akwama then a Nations FC omanye post match conference
na Nations for a football no among 2 minutes among 3 minutes no we did transfer to omubi and obi ni omo post of and almost omo there oh and you man say in a class I say issue only so much speak to the easy and I did ABC make the young dog. Now upon what even the same upon what I will tell you. Anyway, there's no others security escort. Now what me upon what we is one so that one I escort to one to the alliance barrier. Goodbye.
Okay, Ntino CEO Edema baby any Gold Stars and Edison 72 Jano. Now Owie no yenjana mana nkɔ ne sabusa ne sɛ opani nesisia no yehu sɛ abrante bi kuta megaphone or incite supporters no against referee's decision. Sansam no o tie no so no krebe ne wo.
That guy I just saw the picture. But maybe let me see there. Again, I don't know of kind of microphone man. It must have an attention. But what must be? I can't be no time. I just saw a video of him holding the microphone. You leave your guy, and he was standing in front of.
Ntino CEO Edema Gold Stars Akwasi Adu na cheche nsem no na ye jana mana kokra na se opani ntino ebedai na obi ahyeda ka sansem boni nyina afa Gold Stars ho.
Obi agenda there, Obi make Gold Stars unpopular to take advantage of.
Enti eno ehon samno no ntino Ghana Premier League no ehon samno de bebre na mom no ebrani ntino ye de efisam ni nyina ebesia na afenso no yakoboabo da kira unim se Kumasi Asante Kroko MTN FA Cup omene secondi 11 wise erebo Kumasi Baba Sports Stadium 3 p.m. ye de live commentary no enyina ebebro ewo Sompa na 3.1 and afenso Facebook ne so ntino da kira ye behia ewo Kumasi Baba Sports Stadium 5 ebrani ye woni wabedwa for dia
ye bedo Orlando ase se ode afisam na ba duba ko aba pa mu pepepe me amenko abedwafo ho na yanhwe nsem no mu kakrakra Mr Prince yanhwe nsem Orlando digu ho mu
Cinco adeba kwa mpesa mehwe ye the happy hour project the happy hour project GFA deba you see every kind of ade bia mpanyifo betena se so mpesa mo famra bia believe you me they've sat down had a thorough thinking about it on my dream one question with the positives and the negatives how impactful they be back into no more this project we ever for me the moment you hear and you see this and you hear the explanation behind the reason behind clearly you see say a positive thing the positivity aspect very very high because we all know Ghana ye live in aba form. And one particular thing, you need say Ghana for pepper entertainment, especially music. And Tuba Ghana has here most of the youth, and they omuna team cost stadium ni omuna say koba say bia football ni ko na say kase ye per omuna cost stadium o metimi atu sa na mo no, and most of them are fan of music. And they offer baby and a Shatawale sa akode Bakuya Stone Boy, yes. Somboy say Somboy kwanan say wako UK koye the concert bia the Fatah Isa Kumo Kamadi Suleiman and Kudus Mohammed mo. You see players na kwape this kind of entertainment boys na say musicians no, and it's such a project in a way trying so make me a check supporters at stadium or make me a sama attention to your game no very very good. So just imagine baba yara ye baba bo game wo ho na ebia wo betting yes yo sakode bi ba ho Shatawale bi ba ho or ba before say game ne be sha
anasa unkwa chire kura tip jihrim oboase tip jihrim or ye owner for the city oboase tip jihrim ye friend tip jihrim dancehall dictator unya na baba ya radio masa
on ka bibi say set people if they are coming to stadium just imagine say bia kotoko omo game maybe omo ne bibia no go stars nations bi bebo na say yes say Shatawale beba stadium before say game ne beba. Just imagine the kind of affair we create. Challenge. This is a very great idea.
So we know FN na ebia Sawale ba FN na den e ba na said.
Oh yes, it is the project of the FA.
Oh okay.
It is such cost din na I believe.
I'm going to decide the artist is oba.
Obeba.
Oh okay.
I think they've had a thorough thinking about it. Omunim nipa and I say those people in the system odu omo ba e betimi atwe do maba.
Absolutely.
Especially the youth.
Yeah.
And these are people like Shatawale Mo, to mention a few, very known. No? Shatawale Mo, Kwame Eugene, all those But making the positive aspect of all this, no, very good to bring. But yes, I still see, say, I am not trying to be someone I'm looking for the negative in something. I am trying to highlight this. Now, I'll let it do. I've said, say, I'm not thinking about it a lot, but it is something that we should look at before implementing this. Don't we think, say, the Ghanaian people right now, no, it is just their interest in football anyhow. Because of the quality of play, the referee's indecision, the pitches are any. The things surrounding football now kasa the conform. The me person may highlight in the don't you think see a bit me abo game ebi akotoko bebo game you be invited Shatawale ebi asako debi the youth will come, the people will come to watch the performance of listen to this a free entry so who said that's a free entry the people will come to watch the performance of ebi asako debi but oria say league no quality ni so say referees or okotie sa akode wie na se bobo game na referee bi be take decision bi a emwa e bia the quality of play na obehia na emwa ohe sa akode wie the next game no ohe wie the next game maybe oba benya Shatawale bi ohe Shatawale wie do you think obe stay for the game? Do you get the point I'm making here? I don't think obe stay for the game. Eti with all these things coming up, maybe when they say a positive, no, they should try as much as possible. Say game na nkasa be develop the quality of the game be kosoro. Say anya ne sa openyi yenim Ghana for, especially the youth. Omba be Shatawale owia obesore akofie. Listen to this.
Absolutely.
It's true.
Yeah.
Say a fact in America. I'm not hating on anyone. I'm not trying to find the negative.
Yeah, na me ka so omo ye ne say ebia utwa bewurema then you see Wale or any artist performing
because so almost a free entry before the game enti enye nwa obeba be hwe Shatawale obeba be hwe Stone Boy obeba be hwe ebia Kwame Eugene sa akode bi oyi obesore akọ because onim say game na obeba be hwe no onya quality no ehia no. You get the whole point I'm making
so for how long the FA kura be away because yenim say artist we no omo
say demand
so
they demand a lot.
FA ni yede no matima find way because so what the Shatawale ana Sako de bi ba a year baba yara. I mean week in week out.
Yeah.
Me sure say ebia say nsuatrefo okra nso na ebo nsuatrema untimi mfa any artist bi anko probably
omo the 4 venues.
Oh yeah.
And a toast on the bay.
Oh okay.
4 venues no the toast on bay. So just imagine this. Let's create this awareness here. Say Baba Yara.
So yama who say for now no 4 venues.
Okay. 4 venues.
4 okay.
Let's imagine say one match week you know. Ebia 4 venues ni nyina no occupy. So artists 4 na beba. Are we sure we will be able to keep up with that's the way the amounts that artists ni nyina no be demanded consistently and never be something ba ku mienu miensa yehu sa afi the amount for adwan ababo no so ade agya na asese. You see the point I'm making here. It is said that mekai and mpanyifo atena se omadwen ho dada enye bibia na edimuanimu no ye tie behu. But I know say then I thinking about it. Omunim the way forward. But ye na try say be highlight say the way dey a chrobo. Obeba be hwe Shatawale owi obesore akofie if the quality of the game is not improved. Now omonfa kotoko ene Legon cities
penalty or not
omonfa ntosoma me Shadiwi. This is the penalty. Abrante FN Baye, Kwampuku, a bottle net.
Yeah.
Me person sure did ye pound. Ne catch me say, uhu penalty ne clear. Shen ye pound. No be here be catch him so uhu penalty ne clear. There is no angle of the gamer who tried the penalty clearly for you to see. And the point I'm making here, before say ye baby put you on hold, the league on hold, you know, you can't. Camera coverage, TV coverage, we've gone and come back. Yes, still now. Penalty, oh, there, ye replay, but still now replay. No, I won't say who be a penalty. Look at this. Penalty the ball is a you see how our camera no, a call left now about right, as you who the echo. Replay and you see how it is. You are not seeing the thing clearly. So clearly, it is sound Kobesi and beam there, Sababisi. The camera coverage and I said the TV coverage, please, they should try to improve it. And yes, sir, bringing the attention, and
say if anybody may invest with the a new idea or I think
I think almost really
cameras I did match in a day.
The kind of cooperation with these people, no, they should try the possible way. So more, they should bring out the proper coverage.
Yes,
because I never win it there. About out the stadium, frankly speaking, on stadium, you don't have any opportunity of a replay. And the idea is say bia when in Naswa unhubi. But obi or TV net no we na onso be hu obi say na course. But if you are not going to get it very 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 bad. And I think say Kofi Adu nso be di wie no
a minute I mean Philip.
Yeah, media say Kofi Adu he should calm down.
And Kofi Adu CEO baby any go stars
baby any go stars. Because so here frankly speaking the kind of protocols and the measures are course so advanced back nenye. Who said no mbeka wa ha. But as the CEO that's all about bonting. That's the Busau Sansibu. Na Ubeya no say na nations hono dance park and I said Bibiano Hodumi or Mufia and I said saying it doesn't sound well because per what we heard, no the explanation was say nations did not feel say the security protocols and other measures and they say Omudigu Akon, the Egu Akwemu, and they didn't feel secured. And Omu game no Omu boy, those say they should have opted not to play. Because it is part of the instructions. If you come and you see, say, and near my home team, you can opt not to play the game.
All right.
Boy, but right after that, you don't have to come out be saying these things. You are sending out a signal, say, yeah, we go stars, and near my so and it doesn't sound well. Bibianu Go Stars came and has come to stay, and I think it's one of the teams are no coolness and calmness. They shouldn't be bringing this, especially coming from the CEO. No, it's very bad to do.
Okay, surprise me that say Philip Kwabra Nkumsa Obani Yanwen Semunum.
Krobia Asante Godako Emma most of the fans energy a weekend by beating Legon cities. But before you enter pitch, when it's a Prince call Babayara Stadium, the protocols were duly observed. But me hope any me boy and say all the other venues it will be same. Because the policeman edge yaje me park crowd say or her problem be that is me park.
Yeah.
So all those things were observed. Now guess what? The issue of bringing these superstars to the various stadiums will never solve our problem. And it is very late. Very late. Now, make us answer way because when the league had sponsors, $1 million was allocated for what? marketing reasons. And then it's asking fine. And what really happened to that amount? Yeah, let me tell you. When you go to UK and other parts of the world, what do you for Africa example? When you go to areas like Tanzania, on one league there, your friend, Tanzania League Kubara, that is the league in Tanzania. Everywhere in Tanzania, from Dar es Salaam, Tanganyika, and every part in Tanzania, no, there, say you have a field, say league because where Tanzania. Yeni Kumasi. What therefore when each of Bayara, how many of the Premier League signages? No one say Yabo Ghana Premier League. When we say signage, I try say Yabo Ghana Premier League. It is $1 million no more allocated for the Ghana Premier League, you know, see Ghana fine. What happened to the money? It's one thing is you have to brand the league very well. It is your product. It is the FA's product. It's a branded league in a year. For the league to be very attractive, you know, the English Premier League never stood up, said we are the best league and the most world league in the world. It took them some years to build the euphoria and the aura around the Premier League in England. Maybe in the early 90s, no. Na Lega ye nim the Bundesliga by virtue of Ghana na ye war Samuel Sekufo. Any the Italian Serie A, ye nim the Spanish League, any the Premier League. But I can tell you for a fact, it's a league or man for a power, the La Liga and the Premier League in England. I didn't see. In terms of the brand of the league, the branding and the marketing wise, you know, they are doing things right. And that's a player be free Premier League more Italian Serie A. Just exceptional cases. Probably be a player no the club name Peno. Example is here Felix, maybe on the club name Peno. But Ghana a Premier League, you know, I can tell you say clubs from Guinea can come to the Ghana Premier League and get our best players. A clear example was Patrick Razak. Horoya club from Guinea. If Guinea before Patrick Razak, the Guinean League. And the Rwanda League, you know, Imano Kayako boy, so Tanzania. Rwanda, Omo League in the current league, can come for the best players in the Ghana League because of remuneration. It's at the end of friend of Exodus bandwagon. We can never stop it. You can say Exodus bandwagon. Players on free Ghana. Answer. You maintaining the standards of play by keeping the best players in the Ghana Premier League. We can't do that because remuneration in the Ghana Premier League, you know, firm. How much are the players earning? Second players in age, you know, and they players are more jacket to your part in Ghana Premier League. Very few. Because you can't blame the club owners. League and the sponsors in a way. Where's the sponsorship package? Sasikana was spending their most stone boy and wine to come and perform at the various stadiums. You can use that money to market the league very well. Clubs need bro. And I can tell you for a fact, say especially among one club, that is one club man. Even paying of the players, that is rents, paying of their players, the players' bills and what have you. And yeah, easy, sir. So the clubs are really struggling. So until say right, say all those wrongs, you know. A bad day pass say your leg, you know, ever putting itself even in the shoes of the league in Ivory Coast. Now watch now Wednesday. Game madam akuma so pay second level wise. And a crop ya san second. Wouldn't maybe a fever. Me fi second liter crowd neighbor. Into no interest to pay one league.
All right.
No one interest was a game no pa. And watch many time actually some of the factors, any reasons are almost secondary level wise break. Secondary level wise, one of the struggling teams now in the Access Bank Division 1 League. Omo brepa. The MP for the area, a friend who running, lawyer Nyamike Blay, he's doing everything possible, say, over raising the standards, at least over keeping the club, friend secondary level wise, at that Division 1 elite level. No? At the same time, Dr. Spio Gabra, and they are the CEO of secondary level wise. He's also doing everything within the power. So we keep your club, you know, at a level B. But the powers that be, you know, will never let secondary level wise be. Nyampe I have a lot to tell the listeners. Any
viewers. Anybody say the reason why because
reasons.
Yeah, that's painful. Be say
reasons why secondary 11 wise every. And then one of the major reasons, and then maybe chef regime. One of the major reasons, a poor fan culture. Secondary takrade omo nhwebo. Secondary takrade omo nhwebo. Poor fan culture. Secondary level before the commencement of the Access Bank Division 1 League. Now one problem and secondary level wise, any teams omo use Jendu Park. I want to say once omo ye dual carriage, I was secondary. Into no omo bu Jendu Park no omo bu nefa.
Okay.
But then they almost a park in view. But still the people of secondary are not watching secondary level wise matches.
All right. Mate, Manoya Philip Kwabena Nkumsa and Awaten and Gano. Young far course no kakra. We are more birthday wishes viewers and me mamu. Nebi be a fine tea. Young farm course kakra 0551 931 931 0551 931 931 0548 931 931. Yes, young farmer course no kakra. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Solomon Bajo as a friend. Oh, Chief Bajo 80. Okay, Chief. That's opening.
Intelligence will be a Mamenciano.
Sure.
Mamencia Chemo, the Nuko Quapia. Now, Enra, Oshe, and Swat match, our money, Samatasco incident in a Sieno.
Sure.
Penifon tenants and then Penifon can name you.
The pressure here, sir.
Oh, what I say, Penifon tenants, Nemun can name ye. Oh, because I'm off for and send me to show one. And Penifon tenants don't near me.
Hello?
And the answer not some game. The baby can play football. And so my player and what he came as a walk was very comfortable because play and work on their life is at stake.
All right.
What I say, no, that is a canoe. And so far, suppose that team, and Ben Fox to game my and one football I airborne.
Okay. Open me that say hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I said okay,
okay, Bajo 80.
I mean, so many Ghana, and it seems also. Then because I'm a hello, about the
all right.
Very good.
Yeah.
How much kind of estimation? And insurance.
Yo, it's your tardy phone now. Hello. Yeah, Chief, good morning.
You be there,
Bani Bajo.
I'm going to be good to class and good to the 2 days down the pen. I'm to read the minister. Doctor in the BBI and the government football and Katana. They be able to get it. But you do him in Katawata, etc. Ghana football in Yapono. And if I do, look at Katawali, and it's your word or moment to the Motoyuma. I'm not to you, Mr. Baba Nade. I don't know you, but that's a moment. I don't know. I'm a the Simito. Yeah, I don't go to Mo and I got the football and that. And the regular he a promoter, matches. If you take it, he a promo matches. And just somewhere, who bet you the United Papa Park as well. As a man, how much you say? How much is that going to put on a man in Yapono?
Okay, open your sweat. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I am very well.
Okay, free baby, any to say. Okay, but you ain't you.
That's an idea.
As you are it. All right. One year to okay, Obe boy, Abasu. I yet you, Bunny. Okay, I'm so a boy, Abasu. Then I say hello. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
But Anna in the
Anna in Bajo 80.
and pay to Sompa from Mama Basso.
All right, yeah, that's it.
And that's the champion league head now. After my favorite question, and then we went that year. One pass Liverpool will be ready to see. Or the after and I'm the idea, but you need to go to Litana. What they are going to do, and what I listen to you. Somebody is going to come on my head. And I'm Jembo for Cotina Basso.
All right.
About to me against Legon City. So I got that up on the boss who go.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
I can't go to go. I got that one.
Mate. Mate, sir, Prince Zuchia. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello. All right. Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. Hello. Oh, okay. Oh, because of the Ghana balls and then hello. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Chief. Okay, sir, friend. Yo, Benny, a hobo code there.
Bako yami shamu ne jima pa mo bomanga na ma I say na me first time me Sompa TV.
Okay.
Na person because in Kumsa ya jima e wo wana.
Mpacho in Kumsa ya be fene fita kra de ai.
Eri ko be 24/7 meeting and that's because in Kumsa finance from where good on the professor Kuntu dance and make an awesome time. You see na what some time they want them solid. I never called them. You said that sometime. I mean, sure, I'm not going to
yo, open yes, we are that say. I know you know, I'm tired of one and Uma Basho no so power. Young fancy and now, my birthday wishes kakra. Ranford Mame, Nana Joa Santua picture. Na menya birthday wish no, Emma Minua Bay. Yes, we Nana Joa Santua. Nana Joa Santua ne birthday nyame nshira wonyo kese ontre washim na bibia anya fine. Happy birthday to you Nana Joa Santua. Okay. Owobuase Nana Joa Santua nyame nshira ne pa. Okay. Enti mehuze okay Mr. Wak enso se yenye birthday wishes we emano. Well from Akosua Penamai Diamond. Where nurse e wotre no say yemfa birthday wish we Emma bright upon our kwade kumase aka Kobe Bright Junior. Also we show long life and prosperity in everything. Osinya minshira pa na de uye bia ni nshira na nye yedi mvama. Okay, enti yama happy birthday pa Kobe Bright. Afi na Reverend Richmond Yeboa or Yesofo ewo Church of Christ Multi Blessing Ministry Ewa Sokwa 4 Junction. Okay. Also for Reverend Richmond Yeboa. Yama happy birthday pa neo birthday. Nyame gusu nshira na onya okese. Okay. We from Ranford MCR. Yes, senior man no. Or say yemfa birthday wish we Emma Ignatius Amankwa. Auntie Ignatius Amankwa yama happy birthday pa from your brother Ransford MCR. Yes. Boy Juma pa anti wo buying a dash no. Yes, soldier man no. And then the birthday man happy birthday pa nyame nshira no. No yen kesi ntia ha. Ana breba me kwan ne de full time Jumadi no esi. Na yama kwame Jumadi akatwa so. Ya from Cinco de Mario. What Philip Kwabana Nkumzanka. What Sir Prince nka Orlando edi afisemne bre Mr. Wak ene produce show no ana fe abrante fenze Femino so born echidom a edi show no ebremo latest intelligence na your boss Jeffrey Asari the apostle womina my moral support ze yemfa dwumade no farma nyankopon ya adom